What would you say your favorite track would be?
Honestly, there's a song that I've been talking about for lately called "Our Legends Are Dying" that I wrote. That's my favorite song, and I think it's the most powerful song I've ever written because I feel like I'm like right between like the millennials and the baby boomers.
Right. We just had this conversation on propaganda, this thing that I shoot, and talking
really?
about it. Yeah.
So it's like I used to I used to play outside, but I also know about social media. It's like a mix. And so, but I also like musically grew up on real music, like bands and like,
me too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, when Whitney Houston passed away, that had a huge impact on me.
Terrible.
When Luther Vandross passed away, you know, things like that. And so now that I'm creating music myself, I feel this huge responsibility to make the people before me proud in the sense of, man, people literally died so that I can be sitting here. And what am I going to do with my voice? You know, so I wanted to write a song that just expressed, number one, my appreciation for the people that came before us, but also, you know, this is the celebrity culture we create sometimes can be very toxic, I think, for both sides.
Absolutely.
And that's really what the song is about. Like, hey, is anybody paying attention to the fact that like Whitney Houston drowned in a bathtub?
Yeah. And her daughter did too.
And we're talking about a fucking hologram tour.
Yeah.
That's the conversation?
Yeah. No.
I'd love to know more about how could something like that happen to the greatest voice of our generation that we hold and honor and cherish.
I got goosebumps because it's so real.
It is real. And nobody wants to talk about that. We want to talk about a hologram.
Everything's taboo. I feel like the music industry is narcissistic. They have no empathy for their entertainers. It's a machine. Everybody becomes a puppet on a string, and if you don't dance the way they want you to dance, then you know there's so many things. I could talk about the Whitney Houston death. I mean, they had the Grammy party going on while her body was cooling off upstairs after passing away. You know, like there's so many things that were just fucked up and not right about that entire situation.
And even now, the way that they're even Prince and the way they're handling his estate is sick.
Sickening, right?
It's sick because Prince was not about none of that. And there's people.
And the way he died was so tragic because the way that they say that he died, it just doesn't sound right. Dying alone in an elevator, pilled out. Like, come on, dude. That's just not right. Like
that's what our legends are dying. Exactly.
Absolutely.
They deserve more. And also the realization for me as an artist, like, wait a minute. I in no way compare myself to Whitney Houston or Prince or any of those icons, but I am an artist now.
They're your role models.
They're my role models. And now I'm in the position that I'm trying to share art and I'm trying to share my story. So am I going to drown in a bathtub?
Never.
You have to think but I have to think about that. And I have to think about what choices am I making now and where is that going to lead me and how am I allowing people to influence me and who's around me? You know what I'm saying?
But
like,
also using your voice to kind of narrate and you know, dig your own path also.
Exactly.
So yeah. Is the Legends...
Our Legends Are Dying.
Our Legends Are Dying. Is that the single that's dropping or...